Hello, Pattern Realm. Jimi Hendrix here, your Christian success coach. Today we're continuing along the same lines in my series, Be Fit. And when we're talking about being fit, I want to talk about being fit in your associations. You ever wonder why you're in a treadmill and you're not going as far as you want to go? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to go ahead and give it to you because I'm just as guilty. We become who we associate with. Okay? You need to get with like-minded people. I love Toastmasters because in many ways it is like-minded people. But I also think you need to find other groups and other networks and systems where entrepreneurs can motivate you and teach you and inspire you. You may not have much money to make the trips to go see some of these people, but let's associate together. Sometimes it means associating with mentors from afar. Okay? Let me tell you something. You become who you associate with. You associate with Louisville, guess what? Louisville is gonna pull you down. Oh, but I like Joe Schmo down the street because he's good to me. Yeah, but what does Joe Schmo do to improve his life? Sits at home and smokes weed. And maybe works some low-level job where he can't get anywhere and he's happy with that. We become who we associate with. Okay? But if you hang out with Joe Schmo and Susie Q, yes, that would be a fun time. But if you hang out with Joe Schmo and Susie Q, who pretend to be happy where they're at, when, all honesty, they're not. Whereas if you find a way to hang out with successful people, even if it means at first from afar, then you get what you need. You get what you need. You grow where you needed to be. See, I talked about physical fitness. Okay? I had a couple of videos from Ray Higdon and the theologian L. Tom Perry where I talked about mindset fitness and fitness when it comes to stress management. Well, I thought I'd come back and talk about the subject of fitness in your associations. You become who you hang out with. You know, I remember when I was a kid in high school, if we were hanging around with the wrong crowd, Mama would call us into the living room after school. I love you, kids. I love you, you know that. But I have to be firm with you. You're hanging out with the wrong crowd and it's going to lead you to nowhere. I better see an improvement with who you're hanging out with. She gave it to my brother. She gave it a talk to me. Because around the spring semester of my junior year in high school, I was hanging around with some of my brother's crowd. And it was not pretty. It's like, wham, good, wham, bam, goodbye. And I noticed that things were going downhill back then. But back then I was going through a lot. My grandmother died. My grandfather died. It was like I just didn't care. But then one night we were having dinner. driving dinner at the car, and my mama said point blank, my grandma said point blank to Mama, there's a kid that's in the wrong crowd hanging out with your two sons. And it's starting to have an effect on James Anthony. I never thought he'd hang out with the wrong crowd. Do something about it. So she did. Listen to me. You become who you hang out with. How do I fix that? I think sometimes it means listening to mentors from afar at first. And then find some that you can get with and relate to. Even if it's virtually at first. And build yourself up. Listen, don't give up. There's ways to associate with people to get you where you need to be. But you've got to be in some proximity to where they are. You hang out with Joe Schmo and Susie Q, who sit home and smoke weed, or are just comfortable and happy with who they are. Do you think that Joe Schmo and Susie Q care about your dreams? Do you? Put the hammer down, judgment, case closed. Sorry about your bad luck. They don't. They don't. Because they're out for one thing. They're out for number one. And if they're number one, they met. Sorry, bye. You can't hang out with Louisville and expect success. Okay? And this is as much an indictment of me as well as anybody else here. If you hang out with part around, far around is what you're going to get. So don't hang out with part around, far around. Hang out with people that can help you get to where you need to be. Even if it means just watching YouTube personal development videos from people like Jim Rohn, Presley Swaggerty, Jeffrey R. Holland, so many of them. You become who you hang out with and what you put in your spirit. You put in your spirit things from the degenerate culture and Louisville, you're going to be miserable for all your days. But if you put in good stuff, wholesome stuff, success, faith-building stuff, then there you go. You got it. Wind it up and watch you go. Yeah. Wind it up and watch you go. Now, I hope you enjoy watching. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of Pattern Realm. Until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless you. And remember this, from the bottom of my heart, Jimmy loves you. I really, 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 really love you. God bless you, and please have a blessed day. God bless you. I love you.